Hello everyone, welcome to my weekly class to go. My name is Michelle Pepper and I am an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Auckland in New Zealand. So in my weekly class to go, I will be teaching you 2 projects from beginning to end. And when you place an order with me this week, if you are in New Zealand, I will be sending you the card kits for this class for free as a thank you gift from me. Now you will not only get 2 card kits though, you will actually get 4 card kits, 2 of each design. So this week I am actually demonstrating from a stamp set that is actually not available in our annual catalogue because it is from the card kits and they are only available for viewing through our website and on our website. So you can still order it from me. You don't only have to do an online order. So you know, however you normally order, you can just do the same. It's just that all the information is online. We don't actually have them published in our catalogs. All right. So the product that we're using today is it's called the No Matter the Weather card kit. So the stamp set that comes with the card kit. That's what I'll be demonstrating today in our projects. Alright, so let's have a look. I'm going to switch the view now to my hands and the products. So our kits collection range typically come in a box like this. Alright, it's really handy, really compact, so it's great for crafting on the go. It's great for new beginners, beginner stampers who don't have a lot of supplies. So everything you will need to make the projects will be included in here, except for a pair of paper snips. And highly recommend that you get our Stampin' Up paper snips because they are really sharp, really easy to use. And so anyway, so that typically will not be included in one of these kit collection box. Now, so let's open this up and let's have a look. So this is the No Matter the Weather card kit, and so you'll get a full page color printed instructions on how to use the card kits, right? So this is typically with any of the card kits that come with Stampin' Up. And now what I have done, it doesn't come like this, okay? It comes all in die cut sheets, and what I've done is actually just folded the cards together and I've just put them all together so that I know this 3 makes that card, these 3 will make that card, and then those the next 3 will make this card, and this 3 will make this card here. So I have basically put all the bits and pieces into each envelope. It's just to just make it easier for when I want to use it. So depending on how you craft, you know, some people like to when they get it, they will just start making the cards, and that's fine as well. They make all the same one at the same time, or maybe they make one of each. So there's no right or wrong way, it's just whatever way you're comfortable. And this particular set comes with a little ink spot that is the color is basic grey. Alright, and then it has all the adhesives and even a little acrylic block for you to put the stamp set on. Now I don't know what I've done with the stamp set. I've actually, it's here, but a lot of it is out because I have mounted them ready to go for our class to go this week. Now, so what I wanted to show you is so I guess what I chose to highlight this week because I wanted to show you other ways, what else you can do because you get the stamp set included in this card kit. So that means you can make more cards than than what is provided here, which is the 9 card. By the way, isn't it great that it comes with like lined envelope? I love it. It's so professional looking. It's so cool. Anyway, so yeah, you have the stamp set, so you can obviously make more cards with it. But sometimes it's a little bit hard to think of, you know, what to make. So I wanted to highlight it today and demonstrate to you, yeah, 2 more projects that you can get out of this card kit. Right now, so this card kit is 40 New Zealand dollars, which qualifies you for my weekly class to go card packs for this week. So you will get the 2 designs that we are demonstrating, that I'm demonstrating today in this video, and you'll get 4 card kits, not just the 2. Okay, so you'll get 2 of each design. All right, so so far this week I have already highlighted, I've already shared a couple of projects, so let me just bring them here before we get started. So this is the first one that I shared on Monday. So this is using the stamp set only, not with all the other supplies that come in with the card kit, because you would have used them for those cards, right? So there's the flower stamps that I have used, and yeah, and the words that I have used for the background. And yeah, so so this was also a case of this card kit, this card here, this card style here. So I don't know if you can see the resemblance, but basically instead of the gum boots I have the flowers, and then I don't have that background with the lady with the legs, but I kept the blue, the balmy blue background. So I've used the balmy blue cardstock, and I've just you know, make use of the words that I have to make a background, instead of stamping raindrops. Yeah, I've got words instead. And then the layout, you know, I've just pretty much done the same there with the twine around it, and then a label, which is what I've done here. So yeah, so that's actually a case of that card, right? So that's the first card. Now the second card wasn't a card. It was, as I said before, it comes in a box. Now once you've used all the cards, made up all the cards, now what are you going to do with the box? So it's so good that you can obviously repurpose it. You can put, you know, it can be your card box, so all the cards that you've made can be in there. And I just wanted to show you another way is to, it makes a great care packaging for a care package. So I was inspired by the words, wishing you brighter days ahead. You can see that, wishing you brighter days ahead. Now I've also used the dash stamp to make like a border, a corner stamp. And then those are a bit hard to see because it's in the lemon lolly. And I've just stamped the 3 hearts down there, and then a little flower, which all comes from the stamp set that is included in this card kit, right? So so yeah, I guess imagine if you've got a sick friend, you know, fighting a virus or something, and you want to do something nice for them, so you can put together a care package like this. And yeah, so I've included a whole variety of things like lavender oil, this is homemade lip balm, some tissues, you know, I snuck in a couple of chocolates. Probably shouldn't give them that while they're sick, but you know, could be something nice to look forward to when they get better. So we've got tissues, we've got some lemon ginger tea, and we've got lemon honey, we've got some lipospheric vitamin C, we've got a pen, and some sort of word search book that so all these things here, just ideas of what you can do. So that was kind of like the idea of repurposing this box and creating a care package project instead of just a normal card project that I typically would show. Alright, so now let's see what we're doing today. The first card that I'm going to demonstrate is this one here. Alright, so again, I have taken inspiration from that card with all the gum boots. So these were the colors that were on there. And then, so in your card kits, this is how the kit will come with all these things cut up, right? So all you have to do is stamp and put them together. Now I can't give you any stamp images as per Stampin' Up policy. So what do we have here? We've got a card base in basic white. Now let me see where my supplies are. Just gonna, so even though I have scored it and folded it for you just so that it's easier to post, but I may not have burnished it flat, okay, so that's a good thing to do. So keeping it, all right, so nice and flat. Now I have a layer of, what do you call it, basic grey, and then another basic white. So this will go like so, and then you will put it on the inside so that it has like a nice feature on the inside. I love doing my cards this way. Okay, so typically my card kits would you get an inner, if you like, an inner layer like this. Now you can stamp here if you want, but I'm not sure I will. I'll see how I feel. But what I'll do, actually, do I want to glue it first? No, I don't. I will glue the grey bit first because I can do that easily. Let's get all the glue out, shall we? This might run out at the end of this class. So just kind of layer in the center it. Right. Now I'm going to leave that just for now because I may decide to stamp it while I'm talking to you. And then, so this part here is we are basically just doing color blocking, right? We're just going to add those things on here. And then it was the green, and then it was the blue. So that's what we'll be doing. All right, so how shall we do this? Yep, I will do this. I will, I've got a safety pin on the bottom there because sometimes it gets clogged up, and so it's handy to have something sharp. Oops, I might just move that a little bit. All right, so there, got one. I might have to get a new glue. I like the satisfaction of getting all the glue out of there. Right, so I'm just going to flush it right up there. Nice and easy. You can really jazz this up if you want it to as well. Like I've kept it nice and simple. But you could, I guess, after you've put all the color in, you could emboss it as well. You could stamp and do some wet embossing on here. But yeah, no, I'm just keeping it nice and simple, right? Because, yeah, we can go very fancy with our card making, you know, and sometimes we feel like we have to. But I wanted to show that it is just as, cards doesn't have to be having all the bells and whistles because they're just lovely, you know, handmade, and with, you can make some really nice cards with some basic supplies, right? It doesn't always have to have lots of things. All right, so I have some included in there would be some scrap pieces of basic white for us to stamp on. And then this one here is actually cut out of one of the die set, that die set I think that I used last week as well. And so that would be where we stamped our words, and we do a little bit of stamping there. So I'm just going to bring in just a piece of paper just to protect my workspace a little bit. Alright, so let me just put this card here so it's always there. This one I am going to, so we need the raindrops. Now, just minor details, you know, I don't know whether you would put the pointy bit up on the top or on the bottom, but I kind of feel like it's up on the top. The pointy bit is up on the top because the bottom rounded bit is where the weight is, so, you know, because of gravity, so it would be the heavy one, yeah, heavy bottom. So, now, if you have the card kit, when you have the card kit, you will get the little ink spot, but because I've already got the, you know, the big ink pad, so I didn't feel the need to open up that ink spot. I might actually give that ink spot away, but yeah, so I just wanted to do that. Now I can see how dark it is. Now, do I want it or do I want it lighter? Okay, I might prefer it lighter, so I'll just go do it that way. Okay. Yep, so I'm just doing a few of this. Alright, I'm quite happy with that. And then, now, you would probably just use the grey again for the wordings, but because I have the choice, I will use a different colour, and in this I have used Blackberry Bliss because I thought it went quite well with all the colours that we've got here. And I have used No Matter the Weather, we're in this together. So just thought that's kind of like a nice sentiment, encouraging, supportive, and I'm just going to put it a little bit higher. Right, so just going to leave it at that. Okay, put that one away, and now I will need my cloud stamps. So we need that one, and we need the little one as well. So those two. Put those ones away for now. And I need my grey ink pad again. Just trying to be tidy Kiwi, put things away. Here we go. So just tapping there, and the long one. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. Right, got that. Do another lot. Okay, so we've got those two. Isn't it beautiful? Beautifully stamped. It's a distinctive stamp set, by the way, so it's got all the shaded and all the little details already. And then this one here is a smaller one. Okay, so there is a bit of fussy cutting involved. Alright, so that will take a bit of time. Let's have a look now. So this is what we mean, for those of you who don't know, fussy cutting. All it means is we're just having to cut the images out because there are no dies for it. And I think I have learned that it's forgiving if you leave a border, you know, like how you can see the little white border. If you try and cut it on the line, I think that's when it can look a little bit, I don't know, unpolished, perhaps is the way to say it. But when you leave a little bit of a border, I think it's a lot more forgiving. All right, so yeah. Here we go. So, and I guess with anything, you know, practice makes perfect. So the more you do it, the more comfortable you will get. And while you may not like it still, but you'll get comfortable and you'll be able to do this. And you know, there are lots of benefit of fussy cutting, because you know, all you need is paper and scissors. You don't need any gadgets, you don't need any dies. Yeah, so think of the positive. You can be doing this in front of the TV, talking to people. You don't have to have like a little, you know, our big shot machine there trying to, you know, roll it and cranking, making lots of noises. And yeah, and probably machines like the big embossing and cutting and embossing machine isn't that practical sometimes, if you know, have to cart around a little. It's not big, but you know, it's just one more thing, whereas the scissors is a lot smaller and can hide in your bag. Whereas you probably can't hide a cut and emboss machine unless you use the mini one. Here we go. So there's two. Now the last one. And sometimes I just need to make this a bit smaller, so I've got less things to hold. Less surface to hold. Now, do I have fussy cutting on the other card too? I'm not sure. Alright, I'm just going to cut like that because... Alright, here we go. Can put those ones away. And then making sure it's the right way. So I've just got my card going this way. Okay. I don't really want to cover up all the yellow. Right, and then so that kind of goes under there. Yep, I think that's how I've done it, and I may have done it a bit higher. Pardon me. How about that? Yeah, that looks alright. That looks okay, eh? Okay, so let's move these. Oops. Okay, they're about halfway of the yellow. Okay, let's have a look. So I'm just going to put glue on here. Don't overthink what you're doing. Alright, so that was going to go something like that. Something like that, and then kind of like a cloud. Ooh, okay, and yeah, I have made them all flat. So, right, constantly flicking glue, because you see how it looks like it's run out, but actually there's still quite a bit. Okay, maybe I'll make this a bit lower. The good thing about liquid glue is that you get a bit of leeway. You can adjust it if you hadn't waited for too long. I can move this still maybe. Yeah. See how I did that? Was able to move it still. Right, and that is card number 1. Okay, so we can either stamp something in here. Yeah, I always try to, if I don't know who I'm writing this to, if it's just a spare card, I try not to glue it down just yet, because even in the writing of message, sometimes, you know, we make a mistake and we don't like the look of it, and there are two sides of to a paper, so you can turn it over and use the other side if it hasn't been glued on. But yeah, so I'm just going to leave that, but that's card number 1. All right, nice and bright and cheery. No matter the weather, we're in this together. It's just something encouraging and supportive to send to someone who's perhaps going through a challenging time, and you just want to say, hey, I'm here, I'm here for you. So, all right, so that's card number 1. Now let me show you card number 2. All right, so another nice and simple one. Okay, so we've got our basic grey as our base. No, actually we have the base is actually okay. Base is actually also basic white. Right, so again I have the same as the first card. We've got the basic grey and the basic white layer to go on the inside of it. Okay, so I'm just going to firstly burnish this, making it nice and flat. Nice, and then I'll do the same. Gonna do the inside here first, because I know that's going down. Okay. Ooh. Not that it matters actually with this one. Right, so that's there, and that goes in there, and I'm ready. Now that one is just a plain, it's to the same size for the card front, so I'm going to layer that. Again, you know, you can emboss this if you want, but I'm keeping it unembossed because I do like that look, that whole nice, clean and simple look. I also like the embossing look, but I tend to do that, so you know, I just wanted to make sure that I'm not always doing the same things. But yeah, but you know, when you get your kit, you can decide and do what you prefer, and you have 2 of the same. You have 2 kits for each card, so you could do one embossed and one non-embossed, right? So there, so that's the base for that. So that's nearly there. Now the rest of this, we have this piece for the label, Let Love Grow. We've got the twine ready to go. Now I've got 4 little square pieces here, which I cannot remember. Let me just have a look. I think it's 1.5 squares, 1.5 inch squares. Okay, so nice and easy. So it should be 4, and then we have a bigger piece for this to layer on. Okay, move that aside. Now, so what I've done is I've used the little stamps that come with the stamp set. We've got the flower, and then we've got the hearts. We've got the hearts in 3 different sizes. Okay, I'm going to use the bigger one. And then we have the dashes, which is this. I'm just making sure that, yep, it's all clean. And then we also have this, I don't know what you call it, but it's kind of like a splatter look. So yeah, I've used one of these as well. So now the colors that we're using for this is, I believe that's Daffodil Delight. So we've got Daffodil Delight, and we've got Balmy Blue and Parakeet Party. Now, so those are the colors that are actually part of some of the colors that are in the card kit, no matter the weather card kit, except it was Pear Pizzazz, and Pear Pizzazz is retired at the end of April, so I've just substituted it with something green, and there are a few greens I can choose from, and I've chosen the Parakeet Party because I do like those 3 colors together, don't you think? I don't know, I really like that card. Okay, so let's see, what shall we start with? well, we can start with the heart. It's green hearts. So we're going to do I have 5 here? I don't know why I have 5 because I only needed 4. Alright, so put that one away. I don't want to get ink accidentally on any of these things. So, not sure if you can, how well you can see, but I'm gonna be stamping. Hopefully you won't see the top of my head, but you may do. Now, white on white is a bit hard to see, isn't it? Let me see if I can pull in something. Darker. Right, then we can go heart, 2, 3, out a bit. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, whoops, where did it go? 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So there you go, we've got little heart shapes here. Now, this here, I haven't stamped it really well, so I can either fix it with marker pens. So this is a good opportunity to show you what to do. We can do the marker pen thing. So I can just go around it with some pen mark. Here we go. Yep, so I can just do that. So that little square is done. Can put that one away. Put that over here to know that I am going to wash it. Close that. And the blue flowers. I'm going to do the blue flower. Where's my flower stamp? Here we go. Double check that I haven't got colours. Alright, so we can do the same. Offset it a bit. 2, 3. Oh, I haven't done it as close this time. Here you go, so that's 2. Alright. And then the other 2 is going to be the Daffodil Delight. Can I put that here? Let's open up Daffodil Delight. We need one of these. Now that's one easy, nice and simple. So I can just go there. Oh, just put glue on there. I mean, not glue, ink. Yeah. So yep, so I'm just giving it some colours. And then the next one is the dashes. Whoa, things are flying everywhere. So the dashes, it's quite cool. I quite like it, eh? Oops, here everywhere. I don't think I'm doing a very good job of stamping. And turn that around. Yep, that will do. Sweet. Happy with that. Do you know there's no right or wrong here? You can get away with pretty much a lot here. Right, so just got some of these going on, and that's it. So we've got the 4. Alright, so what have I done now? I've done opposites, right? Okay, that's what I've done. Now I've got one more bit of stamping, so why don't I do it now? And that's using the grey, and it was Let Love Grow. Hopefully that's big enough. Yep, I'm going to use the basic grey. There we go. And I'm going to, not sure. Okay, that's good. And a bit of fussy cutting again. If you didn't want to fussy cut, actually maybe I will show you this one. If I don't fussy cut, if I just do that, okay, we could do that. Then you can see and decide for yourself whether it's worth fussy cutting. Oh, let me just move it into view. We've got there, and we have it on here. So then we've got this over here. And this over here. Right, I think we'll do that. Just a bit of glue. Because they are 1.5 inch, so it doesn't matter which way, it's just a square piece. I might actually make it closer. I might do that. Okay. So yeah, so when you have small stamps, one of the things to be mindful of is making your space, the stamp area, smaller. So obviously the flower being so tiny on a big piece of cardstock would kind of get lost, and so if you make that space a bit smaller, then you give a lot more focus on it. I hope that makes sense. What I'm trying to say is that yeah, you kind of make it, it's all relative. Okay. Oops, that one matters which way it goes. And okay, so got that, all good. Happy with that. And then if you want to, you can just leave that here like so. Or I've done that in the corner, but we can actually put them in the middle too, if we wanted to. What do you think, guys? Let's have a look. Do we want it in the middle? Why not, eh? I can just, yeah. Well, you know, that kind of just walk you through the whole thing as well. Here's my blue dot. There it is. Get my glue dot out. Pick it up. Okay, and then I have that one going there. So I'll raise that one up. 1, 2. I don't think I need it in the middle. So here we go. What do you think of that? So this is in the middle, and that one I put it to the side. Yeah, so there's definitely a variation. So yeah, I guess you can decide whether it's worth the time to fussy cut or just leave it as it is. Right, so oops, that one's just come out. Right, then that now goes on top of this, and I believe I raised it. I did. So I'm just going to raise that. So yeah, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, just 5 will do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that makes card number 2, and that's it. This is card we're making today. The cards that we've got today are these. Just put that away, and card number 1, just those ones. Here we go. So those 2 and those 2. So what do you think? I hope you enjoyed that, because that was really nice and simple. And so yeah, so we've got I just wanted to be able to show you how we can definitely use the so you can see here. All right, that's the stamp set there with and it might look tiny, like the little stamps, you know, so you may wonder how to use it. So hopefully this kind of gives you an idea of how to actually make the stamps look good. All right, so yeah, just remember, so when you place an order with me this week, I will be sending you these card kits. So just use my host code, my current host code, and or just email me with your order and I can submit it for you. And yeah, so I look forward to seeing you next week with our next class to go. All right, thank you guys, and thank you everyone. Have a great day.